饭团 Dumpling Soya milk Egg roll
Welcome back to Chasing the Sun. I'm Eric.
And I'm Kirsten.
And this week, we'd like to share with you all the common breakfast food that you'll find in Taiwan. This is especially good for our foreign friends who will be traveling to Taiwan because breakfast here is so different than the typical North American stuff like bacon, eggs, ham, toast. None of that here.
Well, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Speaking of which, I also had a dream about it last night. It was really weird. Anyway, let's go.
All right. Convenience stores like 7-Eleven and Family Mart has lots of options for light food and drink items. Convenience store food is great for those who are shy and don't speak any Chinese because their food is out in the open for you to look at before you buy. The drinks also have graphics on the carton or bottles, so it's quite self-explanatory of what they are. They also have the most westernized breakfast food for those who aren't as adventurous.
So we just went to Family Mart and we got some breakfast. I got yogurt. My dad got one of those rice wraps. And milk. What's it again?
Papaya milk.
Papaya milk. And we're just sitting downstairs in the lobby eating our breakfast.
There are many stalls like this all over Taipei, which will make hot breakfast food for you on order. It's very convenient because it's usually on the major areas that people walk to work or school, and they can grab one of these to go. The man at this stall is making my favorite type of breakfast called fan tuan, which translates to rice roll. So this is a very common Taiwanese breakfast called fan tuan, basically rice roll. And a lot of times it's just by this small street stall that you go and get up. Sometimes a small shop will have it. We were walking to school this morning and we saw this older guy with a stall. So we said, hey, cool, let's try it. So what they do is they take, you can get a choice of white rice or brown rice. You can mix the two if you want, which is what we did. And then he adds a bunch of stuff. He adds, this is like a salted cabbage. It's a marinated cabbage, dried pork floss, a deep fried donut, and then you can also add an egg, which we did. So yeah, very common. It's actually very good. Nice. There are many breakfast-only type of restaurants all over Taiwan. They usually close before noon, so make sure you go there in the morning. An old-timer and very popular restaurant chain of this type of restaurant is Yonghe Doujiang. We tried this location in Taoyuan and also the one in the Shida district of Taipei. So this is a simple breakfast, what the locals like to eat. You've got fried dumplings. You've got like a pancake crepe type stuff, and this is a rice roll with eggs in it. And a staple for Chinese breakfast is actually soy milk. So this is fresh made soy milk. And the restaurant here is actually very reasonable. This whole thing is 120 NT, so that's about $5 for this breakfast. Guo tie is how you say fried dumplings or pot stickers in Chinese. And they can be found in some breakfast places, although not as common as the other breakfast items that we introduced in this vlog. Very good. The secret to making good dumplings is the bottom, you get it really crispy, but the top is nice and soft.
I actually really like this because the outside is really like crusty, and I really like crunchy stuff. And the inside and the center is like not super chewy, but it's really nice, and it tastes awesome. And the texture in your mouth is really cool.
Onion pancakes, called Chong You Bing, is another staple of Taiwanese breakfast. Some places will make it plain, and some will have scallion or onion mixed in with it. And in some places, you can ask them to wrap it with a pan-fried egg. That's actually my favorite way of eating it because the egg makes it not so dry. So onion pancake is actually Very good. It's thick enough that it's chewy, so not too thin, but not too thick that it's doughy. These type of places are breakfast only. So it's very interesting if you think about it. They must make enough volume in the breakfast to be shut down for the rest of the day to cover their expenses. That tells you how good their food is. Kirsten is having this restaurant's version of fan tuan. This one is much simpler than the one we had at the street stall. There's only a Chinese donut inside the wrapped rice. However, you could ask for either no egg or have a pan-fried egg wrapped on the outside of it. So we're walking to one of our favorite breakfast places, Yonghe Doujiang. So this is, this place has been around for a long time. It's a staple of Taiwanese people for breakfasts. It's cheap, it's quick, it's good. So we'll show you what typical Taiwanese breakfast is like. You can see the lineup building up already. This is pretty normal every morning. So they make those, it's like, I think the pancake with egg. We'll have one of the rice rolls. We'll have one of these. And of course, Dumpling. 要一个单饼，单饼一个生鸡包，一条油条。Another common breakfast item is jian bao, which translates to fried bun. Inside of the bun is vermicelli and cabbage. It has a nice crunchy texture both outside because of the fried bottom and inside because of the savory cabbage. For those who are curious what are Chinese donuts called youtiao and how they're made, you can see it here. This man's making it right now. It's basically a long stick of dough that is deep fried. It then becomes light and airy and crispy. People usually eat it by itself or with congee, or they wrap it inside their rice roll, or even dip it inside their soy milk. So that is our introduction to the most common breakfast food that you'll find in Taiwan. We hope that made it less foreign for you, and when you get here and you're hungry in the morning, now you know what to order for some yummy food in the morning. For me, my personal favorite is the fan tuan, which is the rice roll with lots of stuff in it. I like it from the stall because I like all that stuff and I get to choose. And I love washing that down with a nice cup of sweetened soy milk.
My favorite would also have to be the fan tuan. I like to add some Chinese donut in there for some nice crunchy texture, and I also like to add some pork floss, dried pork floss. And also, I might add a boiled egg in there sometimes.
So for those of you who have been to Taiwan, tell us what is your favorite breakfast food.
Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for more upcoming food and travel adventures.
Until next week. No bubbles in your mouth, I say. How are you gonna talk without that? With that?
I can talk with bubbles, not with water. Okay, let's go.
Gosh. Okay, well, welcome back to Chase and Son. I'm Eric.
I'm Kirsten.
Bubbles in your mouth. Now we gotta redo all that.